Yo, what's up everybody, it's Mark, and today we're diving deep into the world of affordable TVs with the Insignia 55-inch Class QF Series QLED 4K TV. You know how it is? Finding that perfect balance between price and performance can be tricky. This Insignia model, specifically the NS55 UQFL26, aims to do just that, coming in at a price that won't break the bank, especially if you can catch it on sale at Best Buy. But the real question is, does it deliver where it matters? We're talking picture quality, features, the whole 9 yards. I've been spending some quality time with this TV, putting it through its paces. And in this video, we're gonna break down all the key specs, the pros and cons, and really figure out if this Insignia QLED TV is worth your hard-earned cash. So, whether you're looking to upgrade your living room setup, or searching for that perfect second screen, stick around, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's see if this Insignia TV is the real deal. Alright, let's get right into it. This Insignia TV is packing some interesting features, especially considering its price point. First up, we've got QLED technology. Now, if you're not familiar with QLED, it stands for Quantum LED, and basically, it's a step up from your standard LED TVs. We're talking about a layer of quantum dots that enhance the color accuracy and brightness, giving you a more vibrant and lifelike picture. Next, we've got 4K UHD resolution, which, let's be honest, is pretty much the standard these days. But still, it's great to see it at this price point. That means you're getting 4 times the resolution of Full HD, resulting in sharper details and an overall more immersive viewing experience. But hold on, there's more. This Insignia TV also comes equipped with HDR high dynamic range support. Now HDR is all about expanding the range of colors and contrast, making those bright scenes even brighter, and those dark scenes even more detailed. Basically, it's like adding another layer of depth and realism to your content. And of course, we can't forget about the smart features. This Insignia TV runs on Amazon's Fire TV platform, which, in my experience, is one of the more user-friendly interfaces out there. You get access to a ton of streaming apps like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney+, Hulu, you name it. Plus, you get the convenience of Alexa voice control built right in. So on paper, this Insignia TV seems to check a lot of the right boxes, especially for a budget-friendly option. But how does it all translate to real-world performance? Well, let's dive into the pros and cons. Okay, let's talk about what this Insignia TV gets right. First and foremost, the picture quality is surprisingly good for the price. The QLED technology really does make a difference, delivering vibrant colors and decent contrast. I was particularly impressed with the black levels, which were deeper than I expected from a budget TV. HDR content also looks pretty solid on this Insignia TV. Highlights are bright and punchy, and the expanded color range adds a noticeable level of realism to movies and TV shows. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not going to blow you away with the same level of HDR performance as those high-end OLED TVs, but for the price, it's definitely respectable. Another thing I like about this Insignia TV is the Fire TV operating system. It's just so easy to use. The interface is clean and intuitive, and I never found myself getting lost in menus or settings. Plus, having access to all those streaming apps right out of the box is super convenient. And speaking of convenience, the Alexa voice control is a nice touch. Being able to control the TV, search for content, and even control other smart home devices using just your voice is pretty awesome. It's those little quality of life features that can really enhance the overall viewing experience. But perhaps the biggest pro of this Insignia TV is its value for money. You're getting a lot of features for a very competitive price. If you're on a tight budget and looking for a solid 4K TV with QLED technology and smart features, this Insignia model is definitely worth considering. Now let's be real, no TV is perfect, and this Insignia model does have a few shortcomings that you should be aware of. First off, the viewing angles aren't the greatest. If you're sitting off to the side, you'll notice some color shifting and a decrease in picture quality. This isn't a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you frequently have people watching TV from different angles in your living room. Another thing to note is that the sound quality is just okay. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing either. The built-in speakers are decent enough for casual viewing, but if you're looking for a more immersive audio experience, you're probably going to want to invest in a soundbar or a dedicated sound system. And while the Fire TV operating system is generally smooth and responsive, I did experience a bit of lag here and there. It wasn't a constant issue, but it was noticeable enough to mention. It could be due to the TV's processor or just the Fire TV software itself, but either way, it's something to keep in mind. Finally, while the design of the TV is functional, it's not exactly what I would call stylish. It's a bit on the thicker side compared to some of the more premium TVs on the market, and the bezels aren't the slimmest. Again, not a huge deal, but if aesthetics are important to you, you might want to keep looking. Overall, the cons of this Insignia TV are relatively minor, especially considering the price. It's all about managing expectations. If you go into it knowing that it's not a high-end TV, you'll likely be satisfied with what it has to offer. Alright, let's take a closer look at the specifics of this Insignia model. The NS55UQFL26. As we mentioned earlier, it's a 55-inch QLED TV with 4K UHD resolution, which means you're getting 3,840 by 2,160 pixels packed into that screen. That translates to a seriously sharp and detailed picture, especially when you're watching 4K content. In terms of HDR support, this Insignia TV covers HDR10, HLG, and Dolby Vision. Now, Dolby Vision is a big deal, especially at this price point. It's a more advanced form of HDR that uses dynamic metadata to optimize the picture quality scene by scene, resulting in even more accurate colors, brighter highlights, and deeper blacks. Under the hood, this Insignia TV is powered by a quad-core processor, which handles all the processing power for the smart TV features, streaming apps, and overall performance. And as I mentioned earlier, it runs on Amazon's Fire TV platform, which gives you access to a ton of streaming apps, live TV channels, and even games. Connectivity-wise, you're covered with 3 HDMI ports, which should be enough for most setups. You also get a USB port, an Ethernet port for a wired internet connection, and an optical audio output if you want to connect a soundbar or a receiver. And in terms of dimensions, this Insignia TV measures 48.9 inches wide, 28.7 inches high, and 3.5 inches deep without the stand. With the stand, the depth increases to 10.7 inches. So, make sure you've got enough space on your TV stand or entertainment center. So, after spending some quality time with this Insignia 55-inch QLED TV, the big question is it worth it? Well, in my opinion, for the price, it's a solid contender. It's not perfect, but it offers a lot of value for your money. You're getting a decent 4K QLED TV with HDR support, a user-friendly smart TV platform, and a bunch of features that you wouldn't necessarily expect at this price point. If you're on a tight budget and looking for a TV for casual viewing, light gaming, or just general entertainment, this Insignia model is definitely worth considering. It's a great option for a second TV in the bedroom, a kid's room, or even a dorm room. However, if you're a serious cinephile or a hardcore gamer looking for the absolute best picture quality and performance, you're probably going to want to invest in a more premium model. This Insignia TV is great for what it is, but it's not going to compete with those high-end TVs from brands like Samsung, LG, or Sony. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to buy this Insignia 55-inch QLED TV comes down to your individual needs and budget. But if you're looking for a solid, affordable TV that doesn't skimp on features, this is definitely one to check out. So there you have it, guys. That's the Insignia 55-inch QLED TV. It's a solid, budget-friendly option that punches above its weight class in a few key areas. As always, I'll drop a link in the description down below where you can find more information about this TV and maybe even snag one for yourself. Make sure you let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Have you tried any of Insignia's TVs before? What are your thoughts on QLED technology at this price point? I'm always down to hear your opinions. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tech reviews, comparisons, and all that good stuff. Until next time, stay tuned.